Hello everybody and welcome back to Throwback Thursday here with our third episode. Going to be here at the Rockingham Speedway as we resume the 2001 season here, as we actually, starting this week, are going to crank out now a full season in the 2001 cars. Of course, we saw Bobby Labonte won the Daytona 500, and now Jeff Burton leads the opening lap here at Rockingham in race number 2. As now we transfer to look at Sterling Marlin in the 40 car, who's your race leader, trying to get by Stacy Compton, but he has pressure from Rusty Wallace behind him for the race lead. These two with some strategy, and after one caution that we couldn't quite catch, are in the lead. So Sterling Marlin leads as Rusty Wallace now gets held up by Compton in lap traffic, as Sterling Marlin tries to bring home a win after a very strong Daytona 500 finish. Kurt Busch, who is out of the race on the last caution. He will finish last, as Sterling Marlin leads here on lap 53 at Rockingham. Now we move on to lap 78. It is Rusty Wallace in the 2, who has now jumped Sterling Marlin after pit stops and another caution, and is now leading this race. Marlin in second, Johnny Benson is third, Tony Stewart fourth, Jeff Gordon in 5th place. As now Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin, they try to negotiate lap traffic here. The 44 Buckshot Jones, they will go by. Now they try to get by the 31 of Mike Skinner. Yeah, up there, Robert Presley and Elliott Souther. All these guys are getting held up right now. Rusty Wallace and Sterling up on the top, nowhere to go. And in the middle, behind Buckshot Jones, here comes Johnny Benson to the inside lane. And now Johnny Benson will take the lead here at Rockingham, as Jeff Gordon will move into second place, getting by Rusty Wallace. So Benson leads, Gordon second, Wallace third, Marlin fourth, but here comes Jeff Burton. A lot of guys using the middle and the bottom line to get around your two once leaders, Marlin and Rusty Wallace, who keep losing positions. So now it's Johnny Benson in the 10, leading here for Tyler Jet Motorsports at Rockingham. Can he bring home a victory for that number 10 team with their new sponsor, Valvoline, that of course left Roush Racing in the 6th car in the 2000 silly season? But it is Johnny Benson leading the way. Jeff Gordon trying to chase him down in second in that brand new Flames paint scheme for 2001. No longer the Rainbow Warriors. But Benson leads here at Rockingham. Jeff Gordon second, Kevin Harvick in third, and Jeff Burton in fourth. So now we move on to lap 103 here. Jeff Gordon has caught Johnny Benson and is now trying to make the pass on the outside here at Rockingham. All they have in front of their lap cars of Jeremy Mayfield and Jason Leffler. As they go down the back straightaway now, Jeff Gordon will take the outside lane, gather some momentum, and he will take the advantage now. Gordon into the lead ahead of Johnny Benson, but Benson gets some momentum, but through turn 4, the run will help Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Gordon will lead here at Rockingham, and he was on his way after that. Now we move on here to that 168 here after another yellow. Jeff Gordon continues to lead the way. Behind him in second now, the 93 of Dave Blaney on a strategy call. Tony Stewart second, Harvick third, Jeff Burton is fifth. And then behind them, Bobby Labonte, Rusty Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Johnny Benson, and Ricky Rudd round out the top 10. But as Jeff Gordon in that Hendrick Motorsports DuPont number 24 Chevy machine leading the way here as he cruises ahead of the rest of the field at Rockingham. Now we move on to lap 171. There's been an incident. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Mark Martin have crashed with Mike Skinner. Kenseth damaged. They're down the front straightaway here at Rockingham at cutoff late, so I accidentally skipped just ahead of it from where we were in that last restart with Jeff Gordon pulling away. And so Mark Martin and Dale Jr. crash. Skinner goes through the apron with Ron Hornaday. There were probably some more contact there in the back, but Dale Jr. and Mark Martin not having good starts to their seasons. Of course, Mark Martin was taken out on the direct. The Dale Jr. fighting up cause in the Daytona 500 just 1 week earlier. And now these two get together again and cause an incident. Now We move on to 3 to go in this race. It has been all Jeff Gordon. He's actually the only car on the lead lap because of a couple bad timed cautions and some missed strategy for some contenders, which has now left Jeff Gordon to absolutely dominate this race at Rockingham and put on one of the most dominant performances of all time by being the only car on the lead lap here with 2 laps to go at Rockingham. You can see the long list of guys who are out: Sterling Marlin, Jerry Nadeau, Jimmy Spencer, Dale Jr., Ward Burton, Michael Waltrip. There's a whole host of them. Mike Skinner, Johnny Benson. So a lot of contenders also got taken out, of course, in those wrecks we missed. Unfortunately, he's now coming to the white flag for Jeff Gordon. About to lap once again, Jeremy Mayfield and Steve Park. White flag, final lap for Jeff Gordon. They may be Rainbow Warriors no more, but they are still Warriors who will win races here in that Hendrick Motorsports number 24 DuPont machine. Jeff Gordon is going to get himself yet another win here, and it is going to be here in the second race of the 2001 season here at the Rockingham Speedway as Jeff Gordon wins at Rockingham. Your runner-up will be Ricky Rudd. Third place will be the 19, it looks like, or maybe it will be the 2 of Rusty Wallace. He'll come home 4th, and then Bobby Labonte 5th. If there's Casey Atwood, who will finish 3rd, Harvick 6th. You will have Matt Kenseth there finish 10th, Dave Blaney a top 10, Steve Park a top 10, and the 66 a top 10 as Jeff Gordon dominates at Rockingham and wins once again. And now shortly we will view the standings. And now we view the standings where Bobby Labonte is your points leader after 2 races, followed by Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon, Bobby Hamilton, Dave Blaney, Casey Atwood, Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, Ricky Craven, and Joe Nemechek, your top 10 in points. If you go all the way to the top 20, Ron Hornaday, Jeff Burton, Dale Jr., Kevin LePage, and Robert Presley are in the top 15. And behind them, Jerry Nadeau, Ward Burton, Jimmy Spencer, Johnny Benson, and Bill Elliott. So until our next Throwback Thursday episode, which will be at Las Vegas, I hope you all have a good one.